Surah 77, Al-Mursalaat. Those sent forth. Ayat 1. The heavenly forces that we continuously send forth one after the other testify to the reality, so that. Ayat 2. They throw out of the struggle of life, just like dust or straw being blown away, those concepts, ideas and systems which lack the ability to develop and grow. Therefore, separate the grain from the husk, the truth from falsehood. Ayat 3. Revive and spread all over the land, the positive results which have the capability to grow and flourish. The only system that will last in the world is that which benefits all humanity. Ayat 4. And thus distinctly separate the positive elements from the destructive ones. Ayat 5. And present these concrete facts as historical evidence. Ayat 6. So that whoever opts to perish, despite seeing how the negative and positive forces work and reach a definite end, may do so. On the other hand, whoever wants to, will remain safe from all the dangers. Ayat 7. The discipline and order of the divine system, as manifested in the universe, testifies to the reality that the promised revolution is bound to occur. When the forces of nature work alone, it would take centuries to complete one stage. However, with the support of the Jama'atul Momineen, the same could be accomplished in days. Ayat 8. Opposition from small groups shall fade away. Ayat 9. And the greatness and grandeur of chieftains with a high status will be disintegrated. Ayat 10. And the mighty and strong groups standing like mountains will be blown away like straw. Alternatively, it may be said that they will be sifted in a sieve, and whoever is capable of surviving will endure while the rest will perish. Ayat 11. And the time, program, for all messengers shall be determined, that is, who will do what and when. Ayat 12. And for how long has this revolution been deferred? Ayat 13. The day when every matter will be sorted out will be the day of distinction between right and wrong. Ayat 14. Who can tell you better than the wahi, what that day of distinction is? Ayat 15. On that day, during that period, there shall be doom for those who belie the divine law of mukafat. Ayat 16. Ask those who belie, have we not destroyed earlier nations who belied our laws? Ayat 17. And they were followed by other nations. When they also followed the same attitude, they met a similar fate. Ayat 18. This does not concern a particular nation nor a specific period of time, we treat all offenders alike. Our law of mukafat treats all offending nations the same way. Ayat 19. Accordingly, even during this period there will be destruction for those who belie our laws. Ayat 20. Just ask them to consider the process of their own creation and the many evolutionary stages they have passed through. We created you from a fluid which was insignificant. Ayat 21. Then we placed it in a firm and secure place, the womb, where it lodged into the feminine egg. Ayat 22. There it continued to receive nourishment and developed according to measures determined by us. Ayat 23. Likewise, we have devised measures for all matters, and our measures continue to produce excellent results. Ayat 24. According to those measures, human deeds also produce their results. Thus, when the day of judgment comes, the people who belie our laws will see the awful chastisement that awaits them. Ayat 25-26. Then tell them to leave aside human deeds for a while and reflect on the outer world. They will, for instance, see how we have created the earth, which moves so fast, taking everything living or inanimate along with it. This is the force of gravity, which does not let things get away from the earth, in spite of its fast motion. Ayat 27. And placed such huge mountains on it, and made springs so that you can drink the sweet and refreshing water flowing continuously from them. Ayat 28. Just see how everything functions according to our determined and set laws. Similar to this is the law of mukafat. And there will be doom for those who belie our law of mukafat. Ayat 29. When the day of judgment comes, they shall be told to proceed towards the destruction which they had ignored. That is, Ayat 30. Proceed to the canopy of burning smoke, which has 3 branches, one overhead, one on the front and one at the back. Ayat 31. But this is not a canopy which protects them from the sun and the blazing fire. Ayat 32. Not only does it not protect them from the blazing fire, but it itself throws out huge balls of fire. Ayat 33. But these do not look like flames, they are more like tawny camels, marching swiftly. Ayat 34. How awful the day of doom shall be for those who belie our law of mukafat. Ayat 35. On that day it will not be necessary that the offenders should make confessions to be found guilty. On that day the criminals will expose their crimes themselves. Ayat 36. Nor will they be permitted to offer any excuses. This is because the results of their deeds shall be determined by the law of mukafat of that God who knows each person's degree of responsibility for every crime. Ayat 37. That day will be of great destruction for those who deny it, the law of mukafat. Ayat 38. They will be told, this then is the day of distinction for which we have gathered you all, you in the earlier generations. Ayat 39. You used to make big plans against our program. Now if you have any plans still left with you, then you may try that as well. Ayat 40. That day will be of great destruction for those who used to belie our law of mukafat. Ayat 41. On the other hand, people who are conscious of the divine laws and guard them, will be in the shade in gardens with springs running through them. Ayat 42. And fruits which they may partake as they wish. Ayat 43. They shall be told, all this is the reward of your own deeds. Eat, drink and relish. Ayat 44. This is how we reward those who lead a righteous and balanced life. Ayat 45. There will be no cause for concern, as the destruction on that day shall only be for those who belied our laws. Ayat 46. Tell them, as you are always chasing comforts and luxuries of your physical life and consider only these to be your sole aim and objective, you can eat and drink and enjoy yourself for a while. However, since you violate the divine laws, your end result will be awful. Those who consider only physical life as their destiny live at an animal level with no other purpose but to eat and drink. Ayat 47. The end for whoever belies our laws shall be awful. Ayat 48. When told to bow before our laws, they never do so. Ayat 49. Instead they ignore them. They are the mukazzibin who ridicule and deny the day of judgment inevitably. The result of not believing is nothing but doom and destruction. Ayat 50. We have explained all these matters in very clear terms. Despite this, these people do not profess Iman. Then ask them what other explanation they require before they profess Iman in the truth of our laws?